my Will is very different from Tiny Cooper. My Will is very angry. He just is not really happy with what life has thrown his way, for some good reasons, and is very defensive. He doesn't have many friends. One girl he hangs out with is this girl, Maura. In this piece, John is going to play Maura, and then later he's going to play an entirely different character, Isaac, who is my Will's internet boyfriend, which I'm sure none of you understand that concept, but hopefully through the context you will. All right.
Oh, they understand the concept.
That was sarcasm.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, you play it so flat. You're getting down there to angry,
I'm trying
depressed.
to be so Midwestern.
All right.
It's bad enough that I got my Jufro and humidity right now. I'm trying to compensate. It's not working. All right, so this is from chapter 4. I'm at work at CVS shelving Metamucil in aisle 7 when Maura stalks in. She knows my boss is an asshole about me standing around and talking while I'm working, so she pretends to look at vitamins while she's talking to me. She's telling me there's something really disturbing about the word chewable, and then all of a sudden the clock strikes 5:12 and she figures it's time to ask personal questions.
Are you gay?
What the fuck?
It'd be okay with me if you were.
Oh good, because the thing I'd be worried about the most is whether you would be okay with it.
I'm just saying.
Noted. Now will you just shut up and let me work, okay? Or do you want me to use my employee discount to get you something for your cramps? I think there needs to be a rule against calling a guy's sexuality into question while he's working. And it's not that I don't want to talk about it here. I really don't want to talk about it with Maura anywhere. Because, like, here's the thing, we're not that close. Maura is the kind of friend I enjoy swapping doomsday scenarios with. She's not, however, someone who makes me want to prevent doomsday from happening. For the year or so we've hung out, this has always been a problem. I know if I told her about liking guys, she'd probably stop wanting to date me, which would be a huge plus. But I also know I'd immediately become her gay pet, and that's the last kind of leash I want. And it's not like I'm really that gay. I fucking hate Madonna. There should be a cereal for constipated people called Metamucil.
I'm serious.
And I'm seriously telling you to fuck off. Just because I don't want to sleep with you doesn't mean I'm gay. A lot of straight guys don't want to sleep with you either. But the point is, you won't. She comes over and fucks up all the bottles that I've been putting in rows. I almost pick one up and throw it at the back of her head while she leaves, but the truth is if I brained her here, my manager would make me clean it up, and that would suck. The last thing I need is gray matter on my new shoes. Do you know how hard that shit is to clean off? Anyway, I really need this job, which means I can't do things like yell, or pin my stupid name tag upside down, or wear jeans that have rips in them, or sacrifice puppies in the toy aisle. I don't really mind it except when my manager is around, or when people I know come by and are all weird because I'm working and they don't have to. I know as soon as Maura gets home, she's going to dive right into her notebook of skull blood poetry, and I'm doing my best not to get a bad review. Maura once showed me one of her poems.
Hang me like a dead rose. Preserve me, and my petals won't fall until you touch them and I dissolve.
And I wrote her a poem back. I am like a dead begonia, hanging upside down because, like a dead begonia, I don't give a fuck. To which she replied,
not all flowers depend on light to grow.
So maybe tonight I'll inspire.
I thought his soil was gay. But maybe there's still a chance I can get myself some clay and make my way into his pants.
Hopefully I'll never have to read it or know about it or think about it ever again. I get home and Mom is on our lime green couch watching the Pride and Prejudice miniseries for the 7,000,000th time. And I know I'll totally be girling out if I sit there and watch it with her. The weird thing is that she also really likes the Kill Bill movies, and I've never been able to sense a difference in her mood between when she's watching Pride and Prejudice and when she's watching watching Kill Bill. It's like she's the same person no matter what's happening, which can't be right. I ended up watching Pride and Prejudice because it's like 15 hours long, so I know that when it's over, Isaac will probably be home. When it's done, I tell my mom I'm heading off to bed, and then, to be nice, tell her that if I see any cute guys wearing, like, knickers and riding a horse sexily on the way to the mall, I'll be sure to slip them her number. There's a dangling I am waiting for me when I banish my screensaver and check what's up.
You there? I'm wishing and hoping and praying.
All sorts of yayness floods my brain. Love is such a drug. Please be the one voice of sanity left in the world.
You're there!
Just.
I wish I was there with you right now.
Really?
Yes, sirree, Bob.
And if you were here, ...
What would I do?
Smiley face.
I like that addition. Let me tell you what I do.
This is a game we play. Most of the time we're not serious. Like, there are different ways it can go. The first is we basically make fun of people who have IM sex by inventing our own ridiculous scornographic dialogue. I want you to lick my clavicle.
I am licking your clavicle.
Ooh, my clavicle feels so good.
Naughty. Naughty clavicle.
Other times we go for the romance novel approach, corn porn.
Thrust your fierce, quavering man-pole at me, stud.
Your dastardly appendage engorges me with hellfire.
My search party is creeping into your no-man's land. I know it's hard to go on after hearing you say that. Let's finish the scene.
Baste me like a Thanksgiving turkey. And then there are nights like tonight, when the truth is what comes out, because it's what we need the most. Or maybe just one of us needs it the most, but the other knows the right time to give it. Like now, when what I want most in the universe is to have him beside me. He knows this, and he says,
if I was there, I would stand behind your chair and put my hands on your shoulders lightly and would rub them gently until you finished your last sentence. And then I would lean forward and trace my hands down your arms and curve my neck into yours and let you turn into me and rest there for a while. Rest. And when you were ready, I'd kiss you once and lift myself away, sit back on your bed and wait for you there, just so we could lie there, and you could hold me, and I could hold you. And it would be so peaceful, completely peaceful, like the feeling of sleep, but being awake in it together.
that would be so wonderful.
I know, I would love it too.
I can't imagine us saying these things to each other out loud. But even if I can't imagine hearing these words, I can imagine living them. I don't even picture it. Instead, I'm in it. How I would feel with him here, at peace, it would be so happy. And it makes me so sad because it only exists in words. Early on, Isaac let me know that he always finds pauses awkward. If too much time went by without me responding, he'd think I was typing something else in another window, or left the computer, or was IMing 12 other boys besides him, you know, because I'm so in demand. And I had to admit that I felt the same fears. So now we do this thing whenever we're pausing. We just type, I'm here,
I'm here.
I'm here,
I'm here.
until the next sentence comes.